And we are here live from Phil Lumpkin Court at O'Day High School. I'm Jack Nolan.
And I'm Griffin Wicks.
We're getting excited for a great matchup tonight between the Ballard Beavers and the Roosevelt Rough Riders.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Great to have you back, Griffin.
It is. It's a little bit weird. This is the first match I'm commentating with no O'Day team playing.
As am I. We should be in for a fun one, though. This is the lower Metro bracket. The winner of this game will be playing the winner of the Lakeside O'Day game that is going to be happening right after this. It is on a different link for the stream as well, so make sure to go over to that one at the conclusion of this one if you're waiting for the O'Day game. That starts at 7:30. This one starts at 5:30 in 60 seconds. Griffin, how are these teams looking warming up?
Just looking at them, it looks like Ballard's pretty short. Their tallest guy is 6'6", and they have a couple guys that are 6'5" and 6'4", but that seems like that's about it. They might struggle getting rebounds this game.
And on the other side for the Rough Riders, I don't think it's too much of a different story. I think we're so used to seeing these really tall teams, I would actually say that Roosevelt is a shorter team. Their tallest guy, number 23, Dante Washington, standing at 6'4". The small forward, sophomore, Andrew Fortney is 6'7". He is a center and a senior. So that'll be their tallest. But for the most part, both these teams are pretty short. I think it's just because we're used to seeing 4 guys over 6'6".
The O'Day team is pretty tall. I cannot lie.
Yeah, that is definitely one of their strong suits because they have that depth at the taller positions. With that being said, though, we are going to get lineups underway, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here live on YouTube in just a moment. And with that being said, wonderful lineups announced by Mr. T-Mac McLaughlin. We are going to get underway here momentarily. As fighting for the tip is number 4, Joshua Kocher, the 6'6" forward. for the Beavers, and number 10 for the Rough Riders, Danilo Petrovic. So coming up the court now is Huntington. Sorry, not Huntington, McPherson. McPherson over to Nakagawa. He's also a pitcher on their baseball team. He's a starter. Went some solid innings against the Irish. Knocked the window, and that is going to be out of bounds off the big man Kocher. And so it's going to be the Rough Riders taking over here, as it's number 0, Jalen Dollar, running the 1 for the Roosevelt team tonight. Over, driving in the lane now, and goes underneath. Can't get that one to his man, number 23, Dante Washington, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Washington. Here the other way comes the Beavers. Full court. Looks like a bit of a trap here from the Rough Riders. Over to Nakagara. That's inside. That one's tipped and recovered by Roosevelt. So it's Dollar going the other way here. Guarded by Nakagara. Outside for 3. Can't get that one to fall on the shot there with Sam Vale for Roosevelt. But here comes Ballard. Ian McPherson. Now it's Nakagara. Back to McPherson. McPherson over to Nakagara. Now it's down low to McPherson once more. Now it's Herman. Herman driving in. Can't get that one. Loses it. And it's Dollar going the other way for Roosevelt here. Dollar slows it down. Gets us to his man Petrovic. Dollar once again. Looks for a step back opportunity now. Goes straight to the rim. Can't get that one to fall. This game stays 0-0 with a minute and a half in.
Scoreless. Ian McPherson looks like to Drew Herman. Drew Herman passes to Nakagawara. He's just waiting around, dribbling the ball around a little bit. Passes it to Ian McPherson, and he shoots it. Not good.
Can't get that one to fall down on the three-pointer. These teams are struggling to get the offenses going tonight. It's been really disappointing to see, as for 3 is Dollar, and that's going to get these first points tonight. It looks like I just broke their curse there, as here comes Herman. Guarded closely. Now it's McPherson. Over to Nakagara. Here's Ballard.
It's like Herman's dribbling around trying to find someone. Passes it to Ian McPherson. McPherson to Nakagawara. Passing it around, and Ian McPherson drives in. Out of bounds. Beavers ball.
That's going to be tipped. It looks like last touch by Dollar. So like Griffin said, it's going to be a Beavers ball. Nakagara looking for anyone. And that one's tipped right back by Petrovic. Inside. McPherson gets, that's not McPherson. Able to get separation though. Outside, and here's McPherson. On the missed shot there was Max Seaver. Inside, that looks like it's going to be a foul called on number 23, Dante Washington, for Roosevelt. So subbing in for the Ballard Beavers here, number 24. That's going to be Jack Schwartz for number 23, Max Seaver. Inside to McPherson. Outside, Herman for 3. Bangs home with the trifecta. And here comes Roosevelt the other way. Here, this one's all tied up at 3. Both teams only hit one shot tonight, and they both come from long range. Inside, Washington can't go over, but he is fouled on the way up. Looks like Schwartz is a little confused there, as he did not think he was fouled. Thought his feet were set, but guess not quite, as it's going to be Washington shooting 2 here. Off the mark with the first. Griffin, what do you think is contributing to this low-scoring game so far?
I don't know. It doesn't look like either offense can really work what they're doing. It seems like they're passing in, and it's being turnovers. They're giving up turnovers. They're not. I don't see any offense working right now.
Yeah, I think just that inability to get inside, especially at the high school level, that plays a huge effect into how these teams are able to play. Second free throw from Washington is also off the mark. We are sitting right behind the Ballard student section, which is Definitely loud for sure. That goes over the top. Can't get down with the fall there on that shot was Kocher. So these student sections for both sides tonight. Ballard's a little bigger, but not much, as those hope to play into effect as it is a loser go home situation. The winner of this game, as I mentioned, will be playing the winner of the O'Day Lakeside game after this. Nakagara inside. It's McPherson. Kicks over to Schwartz. Now it's Herman. Ian Herman over to Schwartz. Now it's Nakagara again. That inability to get inside is not shown here. Is finally is Kocher going over the top and getting that one in.
Using his big size.
Yeah, that 6'6" frame is something else. I got to say, not many big men on this Ballard team. However, he is one of them. And having that 6'6" talent can really pay off in a lot of circumstances. Outside, 4-3. Roosevelt off the mark on the missed shot there with Sam Lynn. Going back up with it, though, and hitting that one with the baseline. J is number 22, Sam Vale. Here comes McPherson. Nope. Now it's McPherson. Now it's Herman had it. McPherson is going to kick to Kocher. Out to McPherson. Misses McPherson. That's out of bounds. Big group substitution here for the Rough Riders. Checking is number 2, Jackson Huntington. Number 21, Rylan Bouchard. And it looks like that is going to be number 10, Danilo Petrovic. Here from the top is Huntington. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound from Ballard now.
Ian McPherson bringing it down the court currently. Trying to work the offense. Kicks it out to back to Nakagawara. Nakagawara passes it inside Kocher. Not quite. Turnover.
It's Irman Hassan. Kicks to Dollar. That guard matchup should be interesting tonight. Or guard duo, I should say. Dollar driving in. Outside, 4-3. Can't get that one to quite drop. Great shot. Opportunity there from Bashore, but could not get that one to fall. Here's McPherson. Over to Herman. Now it's Herman back to Nakagara. Nakagara dribbling around now, finds Schwartz. Schwartz looking for anyone, finds Nakagara. He wants to go inside to Kocher, can't though. Nakagara back out to Herman. Herman for 3, hits that one. That is Twine music, as it is Roosevelt going the other way here. Great ball movement down the outside, but they just could not get inside. And that is going to be very important later on, as you know they can't depend on those threes in the long run. They're just not effective enough. Here's Dollar, near side. Dollar once again. Dollar trying to drive on Nakagara. He pulls up for the long 2. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound from McPherson.
You know, Jack, I haven't been seeing too much cutting in by the Beavers or, frankly, Roosevelt. Have you been seeing anyone cutting inside?
I haven't. I mean, this guard setup, this 4-guard setup from both teams kind of depends on some jump shots and not too much inside play. So I think there's going to be a lack of that sort of quick cutting in offense that you might see with teams like O'Day or Garfield, who have those bigger guys who can facilitate inside.
Looks like it is 2 shots currently for Ryan Bushmore.
Bouchard can't hit the first. I got to say, Roosevelt now 0 of 3 from the line. Those points, especially in a tight one that looks like it's going to be pretty close later on, can't go 0 for 3 from the line. He goes 1 for 4 now. Officially, looks like there was a lane violation on the first shot. No, that was a 3-pointer that he was fouled on. His third free throw is good, so he goes 2 for 3 from the line there, kind of redeeming that 0 for 2 from beforehand. Here comes McPherson.
Full court press, it looks like.
Yeah, that's
Ian McPherson.
Interesting earlier on, as it's Herman recovers here outside of Nakagara. He slows it down. McPherson goes inside. Now Nakagara for 3. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound, though, from Ballard, and finally tipped in by McPherson. McPherson with a very athletic, very pro-like tip there. Not something that many guys can do, especially only standing at a shorter, 6'3". That for a guard at the high school level, that's pretty good. But he's running very much a sort of a 3-spot look from down low. Here's Petrovic. Outside to Hassan. Back to Petrovic. He pulls up. Trying to drive inside. He pulls up for 3 now. Can't get that one to fall as it's off the back of the backboard, off the bounce. And so Roosevelt.
Very little time left. And I'm not seeing too high of a score. 17 points have been scored in this quarter.
Yeah, that's very low. Even 17 points each would be on the lower end. That'd be about average. But seeing half of that is not very common, even in high school basketball. Over the top, can't get that one to fall with Siver there.
Dollar bringing it down the court for Roosevelt. It's like Bushmore pulls up for 3, can't get it in.
He's actually over 1 from long range, getting fouled on his previous shot. I wonder if they're going to try to stay with that later on, as there's 17 seconds left in this one. It is going to be McPherson at the top, at the logo now, facilitating this offense. He's been a key contributor so far. 7 seconds left. He pulls up. That's blocked. Dollar trying to get the last thing off. And from 3, Bushmore. It's good if it goes. Can't get that one to fall. And that will do it for the first quarter play. I'm Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Wicks.
We'll be right back here live on YouTube. Back here live on YouTube is Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Wicks.
Let's
watch some basketball.
Yeah, let's do it. And it's throwing me off that we have 2 teams, neither of which wearing those either white and gold and maroon and black. Nobody wearing those colors tonight. All 4 of those color combinations. As Hassan for 3 doesn't come close as Bushmore gets back in, but the wrong team. McPherson going the other way now. He loses it for a second. It's actually really funny because next game we're going to have 2 teams wearing those colors. Lakeside and O'Day sharing the maroon and gold theme, with Coacher on the inside putting that one in to extend this Ballard lead to 5.
Dante Washington back to Huntington. Huntington is on the outside looking for someone. He finds Bushmore. Back to Bushmore. Hassan, and now we are back.
Nakagawa going up for that one now, and he is fouled. Nakagawa is showing off that pure athleticism that he has, making it known to the other team that he's not here to mess around. Definitely a shorter guy, but he has the passion that you might see a shorter guy play with, I guess. Standing at a not very impressive 5'9", but playing very well tonight so far.
Max Sevier subbed in for Nakagawara.
Here outside, Seaver, Schwartz. He kicks to Herman. Now it's Schwartz again. Over to McPherson. McPherson to Coacher. Coacher trying to go around his man. Kick now on a drop. Rebound here from Roosevelt.
Sam Lynn bringing it up the court. Pass it to Bushmore. Bushmore bringing it down. Not quite finding anything. Back up to top to Sam Lynn. Trying to work their offense. He pulls up for 3. Does not make it. The Ballard team is the Ballard team has quite the audience currently.
And we welcome anyone just joining us as we are a minute and a half played here in the second quarter. It's Herman for three. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound from Kocher, though. Showing some big man dominance.
Guevara outside.
Not able to do that too much tonight, but certainly wanting to do more and more as this game goes on. Here's Herman outside. Kocher trying to drive inside. Now it's Nakagawa. Over to Herman. Back to McPherson. McPherson at the top with 12-11 on the shot clock now. Here's Herman. Down low to McPherson. McPherson using his strength. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Kocher. He's fouled on the way up and go to the line to shoot two. His first free throw is going to fall. Kocher at the line.
Second free throw is good. It's good to see from a big man. I mean, as a big man, you get fouled a lot. It's good to be able to hit your free throws. Sam Lin kicking it out to Petrovic.
Inside, nice shot now.
Out of bounds. Looks like it is going to be Beavers ball.
Looks like we down low now. A real full court press coming from Roosevelt. And sub now coming from the Rough Riders. Nope, just set up out of bounds. Here's Dollar though. Now it's Petrovic. He gives it. Now Lynn inside goes to Petrovic. Petrovic can't get that one to fall. Great defense from Ballard. And now McPherson, who's been all but incredible tonight. All but, and it's Kocher going in with the N1. McPherson having a great night, but so is Kocher. Now establishing that big man kind of premise that he hasn't been able to quite do so far this season. Or not the season, but tonight. And it's really good to see him being able to get inside and use that size to his advantage as Kocher hits his third.
3 for 3 so far on rebound free throws.
Yeah, really impressive, especially from a bigger guy, like you've been saying. No. Here's Lynn, guarded by Herman. Now picked up by Schwartz. Or sorry, Seaver inside.
Sam Vile.
Fade away shot.
Makes
from
it.
Ooh. A little bit of sauce from Vale. Now it's Kocher just behind Nakagawa.
This Ballard student section is filling up. They've got a lot of support despite not playing a home game. Impressive to see.
You're right about that. As Dollar kicks to Petrovic. Petrovic driving inside. Goes over the top. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound from Kocher. These shots are just not falling for the Rough Riders here. Down 6 going into half with, I shouldn't say going into half yet. Still 4.5 left in this first half to play. Kocher, big man. He can't get that one to drop. The rebound here going for Roosevelt.
Dollar bringing it down the court. Kind of slowing down the offense a little bit, trying to work something. Sees Sam Lin. Sam Lin driving in. And doesn't get to work.
These inside shots are not working for Roosevelt so far, as it's been the same story of these bigger, slightly bigger, but more athletic Ballard defenders just dominating Roosevelt to this point. Nakagawa goes inside to McPherson. McPherson gets that one to drop. McPherson's been very impressive tonight. He's been the guy to watch time after time.
Seems like he's just running the Beavers offense.
I think you're right about that. I think the offense kind of revolves around him. Sometimes that means it's the star player, but no, this Ballard team is very deep. And I think that's part of the reason why they're winning tonight. Only up 8, but I know that they're going to try to extend that lead anytime they can. Inside, Washington loses it. Now it's Lynn. Over, misses Kocher's head by about 3 inches.
Good. And in the corner, Sam Vile.
Vile hitting from long range. Now, I think that did hit the hair of Kocher on that pass there. That I was sure that was just going to be perfectly centered. As Kocher hits that one, over his man.
You know, I think it's also, compared to this last quarter, Coach is starting to use his size a bit more. I'm noticing.
I think
being a little bit more physical.
I think you're absolutely right. This last quarter, he's been dominant in the paint, getting those rebounds, scoring some points, as Sam Lin misses that one. But he's just been very impressive time and time again, using that size to his advantage, which is going to be key tonight if they want to continue with this lead here, and because that is the style of play that they're running with. Here's McPherson at the logo, guarded by Petrovic. Herman has it. Back to McPherson. That's going to be a foul called on Kocher. Looks like an illegal, looks like it's actually going to be a charge. And so it is going to be Hassan and Bushmore checking in for Roosevelt now. Bushore.
Bushmore working around the perimeter. Can't seem to work anything. Dollar driving in, shoots it, does not make it. Ian McPherson bringing it down the court. Nakagawara back to Ian McPherson, trying to work their offense.
1:45 left in this first half of action here at Phil Lumpkin Court. The Beavers have it now. Herman back to McPherson. McPherson from the elbow. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound. Unestablished. Swartz with the athleticism.
The hustle.
And a timeout taken by Ballard at a perfect time.
That's
great job there.
That hustle difference is going to make the difference in this game. I mean, if Roosevelt is not hustling as much as the Beavers, I must say, Beavers are going to take this.
And that, I apologize, was Max Seaver, not Jack Schwartz. But while I have a break here, you know, this is a great, I really like having these teams at O'Day. It gives us, I mean, it gives us kind of a new perspective on what basketball looks like outside of just, you know, it's outside of Moriarty and McFarland and these guys who we've seen their style so much and we see how defenses react to them for the most part. I really like to see these other teams and how they play, especially without as many big men. And it's really interesting to see Nakagawara and but really guys like Ian McPherson, number 2 for the Beavers. He's been so effective inside and out, facilitating very well.
You know, I also wanted to point out, I saw a lot more made shots from deep and mid-range than I did layups. It was, you know, normally, you know, watching O'Day, you see all the made shots are layups and maybe a couple of threes here and there, but it seemed like majority of the points were from threes or mid-range.
Yeah, especially coming out of the gate, you know, having the first 2 out of 3 shots made from the Beavers, which took a while, took a few minutes, but they came from long range, and that is something that if they can continue to do, it's very impressive to see that kind of different style, especially from the Beavers. And it's going to be McPherson fouled on the way up there.
These 2 shots are pretty important for the Ballard team to really set that lead up. If he makes these 2, that will set their lead to 9.
McPherson, his free throw, drops. That was a beautiful free throw. I really like his form. I really do.
The swish is there.
And the results prove it. I mean, can't argue with results, can you? Beautiful form. Can't get that one to fall, though. Gosh, jinxed it. Yeah.
Ballard ball.
Ballard ball.
It's a big moment. Before going to half, I think I need to see Roosevelt really chop this lead down. I mean, if they're just going to keep falling behind after half, I'm not sure what will happen. Ballard will be pumped to go into a big lead. Currently, their lead is 10, and they're going in for and 1.
And Roosevelt is silenced right now. Their sideline and crowd both just, they don't know how to react to this. I mean, Ballard is completely taking control of this game over really the last minute or so. Coach's free throw can't fall, but finally Dollar getting the ball back for the Rough Riders here. Dollar bringing the ball up, making a move on Nakagawara. Now it's Vail. Vail driving, gives it to Hassan. Back to Bushmore. Bushmore trying to get inside. Out to Petrovic. Petrovic trying to make a move on Ian McPherson. Can't get that one as that's tipped by McPherson. but it's Petrovic getting the ball back. Bushmore for three. Can't get that one to fall either. Petrovic with the rebound again. He's establishing his big man status as that's Vail. Can't get the three to fall. Finally rebounded by Schwartz. Ian McPherson bringing it up once more. He's a bigger guard for the Beavers. We've been talking about him all night, and we're going to continue to, as long as he continues to convert from inside out and as well as facilitate and play great defense. I mean, he can really do it all. Here inside is Kocher. That is going to be a foul on Roosevelt.
I want to say his free throws are looking good tonight. I mean, if he keeps getting those fouls and keeps making those free throws, their lead's just going to extend. It doesn't seem like they know how to deal with Kocher yet.
Yeah, I mean, Kocher, especially in the second quarter, he's really come off very powerful. The way he's conducting himself on the court is just very impressive in general.
And his second is good.
Here's Dollar, bringing it up now. Dollar once again guarded by Nakagara. And that's going to be a foul from Nakagara. As on the way up, looks like he pushed his chest out a little too much. And going to the line for two is going to be number 0 for the Rough Riders, Jalen Dollar. 20.6 seconds left in this final quarter play. Griffins, any predictions for this? For the remainder of this half, what do you think the score is going to be going into half?
For the final?
Yeah, no, score going into half. What do you think the score is?
27 to 16. That is my guess.
I'm going to say it's going to be, I'm going to say,
I might be wrong.
It's going to be hard now. I'm going to say 28-15. No, 26-15. I don't think there's going to be a score here. Here's McPherson. Over to Seaver. Seaver. Back to McPherson. 7 seconds left. McPherson outside. Kocher, 4-3. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound from Seaver. Tyson tipped that one back and can't get it, though. And that's going to do it for the first half of action. Griffin, I was right. I was right.
You were.
I was right.
On point.
Thank you for admitting that, though. I really appreciate it.
I should not go into sports betting. I don't think I'd be good at that.
So it's not even betting. It's just predictions. And I was right. It's all right. Nothing all right. To stop that. We'll be right back here. I'm Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Wicks.
We'll be right back here live on YouTube. Make sure to stick around, folks. You won't miss the second half of this one.
I'm Griffin Wicks. We're back here with the second half of the Roosevelt versus the Beavers game. Jack?
You're not going to acknowledge this Ballard Beavers.
Ballard Beavers.
Oregon State came down to play Roosevelt. Came up to play Roosevelt.
It is my first time doing that intro. Normally you steal it from me.
I steal. Yes.
I was
Great,
put on the spotlight.
great there. Yeah. Great first half of play that we saw from Ballard. Ballard, fun fact, allowed 15 points in the first half. They average 45 points allowed per game. Very impressive. They lead the Metro League.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very surprised to hear that. However, their record is not very good, not as good because they only average scoring 47, which is among the worst of the Metro League. So,
Interesting.
both ends of it. Definitely a defensive team. I've seen it though. Yeah. I mean, great first half. Ian McPherson, strong force for the Beavers as well as number 4 for the Beavers, Joshua Kocher.
He's a force.
He
was rebounding.
In the paint,
He
rebounding.
got the fouls.
Free throws. He was able to convert from the line, which is very important. Fouls are useless if you're not going to convert from the line. Except maybe like get kicked out of the game if you get 6. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But like having this set up here. Phil Lumpkin court. So we get ready for the second half of play. Just a reminder to everyone waiting to watch the O'Day Lakeside game after this at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Time for anyone watching away from the Pacific Coast. That one's going to be on a different link. Still on the O'Day High School YouTube channel, but on a different link. And everyone from Ballard to Roosevelt watching tonight, thank you. We appreciate you coming over to the O'Day High School page. Virtually come to O'Day and watching this one. And with that, we're going to get ready for the second half play. You ready, Griffin?
I am, in fact, ready.
I am ready. You better be ready. Here's Nakagawa at the logo now. Starting the second half off of Beavers. Nakagawa decides to go over to Herman. Herman loses it. Dollar in coverage. And looking for McPherson there. Way overthrows him. Goes out of bounds. Even though McPherson can play like he's 6'10", he's in fact not 6'10".
Roosevelt's looking pumped. If you see their sideline, they are pumped. They got the energy coming from the half.
Yeah,
I don't know what their coach told them, but it worked.
And as you say that, Herman going the other way now. And he's going to be fouled on the way up and gets the and one. Does not get high up, but knew how to draw the foul and put it up there. Said, hey, if there's any chance I can get this basket, I'll take it. And he does, looking for the opportunity to get the third point here.
It's like we got the sub, Caden Young, coming in for number 3, Sam Lynn.
Herman from the stripe tonight. Hasn't gotten an opportunity. 0 for 0. Hits that one.
The end one.
Sinks it.
Love what I see.
Dollar. Over to Petrovic. Back to Petrovic. 4-3. It's Washington. He hits that one like some twine music. It is Herman with it. Back to McPherson. To Kocher. Josh Kocher. Over and back call. That was a smart call there as he was over the line and went back over the half-court line. The Ballard coach is pretty fired up about that call.
Roosevelt sideline, very happy with that call. They're pretty loud, despite not having too many people.
Yeah,
I do hear them.
I think they've gotten more people as this game has gone on, but still not to the level that Ballard has. They do not have cheerleaders, which no one the cheers. But they're still down not 11 here, regardless.
With the
Once
fadeaway.
again, it's Washington. He's come alive in the second half despite being scoreless in the first. Here's
Cut their
Herman.
lead down to 9 for the Ballard Beavers.
Nakagawa does not pull from 3. It's McPherson waiting to facilitate at the top. Over to Herman. Back to McPherson. McPherson kicks to Nakagawa. Nakagawa over to McPherson. McPherson across the world to Herman. 4-3. Hits that one. And comes home with that and getting this momentum rolling back towards the Beavers of Oregon State, of course.
Oregon State Beavers.
Here's Dollar, kicks to Petrovic, in the corners to Washington. Washington trying to drive in on Seaver. Tries to go around. The fadeaway jumper, can't get out on the fall. Rebound from Kocher. And it's McPherson go the other way. Now, I notice they don't try a full court press when it's McPherson taking up the court. I think they respect him too much, which, I mean, you shouldn't be disrespecting Herman with that, but knowing that McPherson can absolutely tear you apart with that is definitely a good thing to know if you are Ballard. As it's Kocher holding on to it. Jermaine Curse style in Super Bowl 49 with his feet there, holding against his upper thighs. And
jump ball.
Jump ball. Yeah, thank you for the jump ball part there. Possession in favor of Roosevelt. They will get the ball here now. Here's Dollar. Kicks to Petrovic. Petrovic over to his man. Back to Petrovic. Petrovic driving in. He can't get that one to fall in and out. Very unlucky there.
Looking very athletic with that move right there.
Here's Herman. Out to Nakagara. Herman. Inside McPherson. Here's McPherson once again. Over to Herman. He drives in. The jumper gets that one to drop. And sexy
Herman hitting
drop
his
there
shots
now.
tonight.
Very impressive. He is on fire. As much as we talk about McPherson, that duo with that trio, I should say, 1, 2, and 3, Nakagara, McPherson, as well as Herman, that it really works for them.
It is. McPherson bringing it down court right now. Back to Herman, who's on fire tonight. Nakagawara currently with the ball. Pretty by the loco.
Nakagara.
Trying to work it.
Carson kicks over McPherson. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for 3. It's Herman. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound from Seaver, and he is hurt on that one. You could hear it there. Just his entire body probably not doing too bright there.
It's a hard hit to take.
I can see the cringes from the team managers of Ballard. Just wow, not pretty, not a pretty sound either. We'll say that much. Not the best thing to hear there, but yeah. With that, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back live on YouTube in just a moment. And getting off the court on his own will. Looks like he was just a little banged up, was Max Seaver. And so checking into the game for the Beavers, number 24, Jack Schwartz.
Jalen Dollar bringing it down the court for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Trying to work it around. Back to Dollar.
Dollar trying to create separation. Great defense from Nakagara, though. That's Young for 3. Can't get that one to drop. Tap back out to Young. Young trying to go in. Can't get that one to fall. On the outstretched arm of Herman. Here's Schwartz. Goes Nakagara now. Inside the Kocher. Contact on the way up, but still puts it in. Very impressive there from the 6'6" senior.
They increase their lead to 16. And it looks like it is a foul on.
It's going to be on White, number 2, so that's going to be on Evan McPherson, or Ian McPherson. Dollar going to go to the line here. Shoot 2. Can't hit the first. And a timeout's going to be taken by Ballard. That is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will take. Actually, we're going to stay here.
Let's talk about the game, what we're seeing so far. I must say, I I'm not trying to bash Nakagawara, but I don't see him taking a lot of shots. I want to see more shots from him. I want to see him maybe have a little bit more confidence in his shot taking ability.
Yeah, I mean, he is not taking a lot of shots, but I will say it's been working. I mean, he's a great facilitator. He's getting into positions where he needs to. He has multiple assists at this point. He's still having a good night, but not a ton of points, not a ton in the point column. And frankly, I don't think he needs to. He's very athletic, especially on defense. He and Noel Davis, those smaller guys, but they both take over on the defensive side. Carson, man, you were killing out there on the defensive end. Not a ton in the point category, however. He's been looking good, facilitating to his teammates, and that's what you need in a point guard, not necessarily just a shooter. Here's McPherson. He's going to give it to Herman. Herman goes over to Kocher. Now Nakagara. He's going to bring it back up over to McPherson. McPherson's taking it over at kind of that point guard spot, running the offense as that field general. However, Nakagara is still a heavy facilitator for this Ballard team. Out of bounds. That's going to be off of Young. Last touch by McPherson or Herman, one of the two. And that's going to be a Roosevelt ball.
A little bit less than 3 minutes left in the quarter. It is currently 36-21, and looks like Ballard they're keeping their lead, I would say. I think that's fair to say. I think they're doing a solid job of keeping their lead.
That's fair. I deem it fair.
Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome. That's going to be saved by Lynn. He kicks it to nobody. Stolen by Nakagara. Great awareness from Nakagara. At the logo, kicks to McPherson.
Trying to work their offense. Ian McPherson to Nakagawara. Nakagawara inside to McPherson. McPherson to Schwartz. Schwartz for three. Not quite.
Not quite. Just off the mark there, a little too much to the left. As it's Young, he pulls up for three. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound by Kocher. Going the other way, here's McPherson. Trying to drive on Young, or Dollar. It's Herman. Over to Kocher. Inside to Kocher now.
Using his size.
That
gets in there and he gets the layup.
Very, very impressive time and time again. Kocher getting inside, especially, since the start of the second quarter, he's been very impressive on the inside, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. He's using his size for pure defense as well as rebounding on the defensive side and on the offensive side, just getting to the rim when needed.
Petrovic showing off his athleticism a bit.
Here's McPherson. Inside to Nakagara. He's going to take a shot. Can't get that one to fall. Hand in the face from Lynn there.
Caden Young currently dribbling around. Pass it to Petrovic. Petrovic for three.
Can't get that one to fall. Rebound by Herman. McPherson going to take it up, though. McPherson at the logo. He's going to give to Kocher. Inside. Over Lushore. Can't get that one to fall.
Petrovic with the rebound. Bringing it down court for his team. A little bit less than a minute left in this quarter. See what Roosevelt can work. Jalen Dollar up top at the three. Dollar loses it. Fumbles.
Recovered by nobody. And that's going to be a jump ball. Aggressive defense from Nakagara.
I believe, if I'm correct. Beavers ball. Ian McPherson bringing it up for Ballard. Back to Herman. Looks like they got a full court press going on. Apologies. Herman bringing it down. Passes it to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Herman. Herman driving in. Not quite.
Can't get that one to fall, but stolen by Herman. And he can get it back. Eventually McPherson, who will reset this offense. Ballard's coach, but Mike Broom trying to get his team to do what he needs. Inside to McPherson through contact. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound from Hassan. It's good if it goes. Can't get that one to drop. And with that, that'll do it for third quarter play. 38-23. Beavers on top. Rough Riders trying to get back in this one. They have 8 minutes to do so. It's lose or go home. I'm Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Wicks.
Folks, you will not want to miss the end of this one, so stick around live on YouTube. We'll be right back. With that, Griffin, are we back?
We are.
We are back. According to Griffin Wicks, not a super reliable source, if you folks are wondering. But,
Jack, come on now.
we'll trust him this time.
We will.
Good to
Looks
see
like
Seaver back in the game for the Beavers. Checking that hard fall. It's Young. He kicks to Hassan. Hassan back to Young. Young 0 for 1 from long range tonight. Bushmore tries it. That's blocked by Herman. Herman's been having a great third quarter, don't you think?
I do think so. I think he's been on fire. He's been hitting his shots. He's been getting rebounds. He's been hustling. I don't know. He's been dominant on the court. What else can I say?
Nakagara. Now it's Herman. Herman over in the corner. It's Schwartz. Back out to McPherson. McPherson has it again now. Reverse layup, can't get that one to fall. Rebound from McPherson. Getting it back with a brand new shot clock. 7:10 left in this one. Almost a minute in here to this final quarter play. Nakagara over Herman. Herman inside to Seaver. Seaver goes to the rim. Gets that one to drop. Shows that ball did nothing to him, using his size and his strength of that 6'4" frame to get inside and put it in. Has this one back in for the Rough Riders. So if you were to choose a mascot right now, would you choose a Beaver or Rough Rider? For like brand new high school.
To be clear, the Rough Riders is a cowboy, correct?
I think so.
Beaver.
Beaver?
I think animals are much cooler than human logos, like the Patriots.
So you hate the Fighting Irish logo, or the mascot in general?
I think it could improve.
That's rough, Griffin.
To be fair, my old school's logo was the house, and that
not your favorite.
It's a lot better than.
Wow, so you're insulting Coach Cole right now. Good to know. Coach Cole, if you're listening, this is a direct attack on you from Griffin Wicks. Feel free to talk to him about that. Here's McPherson outside. Shot clock expiring. Long three. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound as Seavers choked to the ground, but gets right back up. Incredible work. It's going to be Bushore picking up the foul here. And going to the line to shoot 1 and 1 will be not going to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Looks like an entire team subbed out for Roosevelt. Looks like they've got an entirely new team.
Full group substitution here. Hassan decided he did not want to stay in until Lynn had to decided he wanted to stay in until Lynn told him to get out of here. Over the top to McPherson.
Ballard's lead right now is 19 points. Let's see if Roosevelt can chop that up a little bit. And with 5 minutes left.
Nakagara over. It's McPherson now inside to Kocher. Kocher driving and using that 6'6" frame. He's fouled on the way up.
Gets the foul. He's really drawing the fouls. He's doing his part as a big man.
And the most important thing about that, he's been able to get to the line. When he gets to the line, he's converting those free throws at a high percentage, which for a big man being the most effective three-point or free throw shooter on that team is very impressive, and you don't see that every day of the week from really any teams. Here is Kocher. He's going to sink the first one. Give me a little bit of a caught me off guard there. A little short.
Almost, but it bounced in.
Yeah.
It was there.
It'd be convenient if he could just swish it in every time. Like that. Ooh. That call or I didn't really call it, but.
Swishes are fun to see.
They're very fun to see. Twine Music. It's just Washington at the top. That's intercepted by Nakagara. He's going to slow the offense down, give it back to McPherson. Closely guarded by Lynn. Now it's Schwartz. Schwartz over to Nakagara, back to McPherson.
McPherson trying to work something. Back to Nakagara. Inside to Kocher. Kocher using his size. Draws the foul yet again. Let's see if he can convert these through two free throws. Apologies. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's see him make these. He's been very solid with free throws earlier. He's been making them all. Frankly, he's been swishing a lot. I'd love to see that.
Oh,
Swish is the first.
beautiful.
I'm hoping for a swish for the second one too. We'll see.
He did a little reversal. They had that little risky one on the first one last time. Now he had a second. Switched them 2 and now 1.
I want to say he's close to 90% on field goal.
I think he's gone 9 for 10 tonight. I think that's
9 for 10
8 for 9 or 9 for 10. One of the two. We're not going to worry about it. So 2% differential there. Rebound from McPherson. And it looks like McPherson's going to slow it down. He'll kick to Herman. The 23-point lead here. The Beavers are having an incredible game tonight. And if they can wrap this one up, then that will help. That will get them a spot, an opportunity to go to districts.
The three
does not go.
Right at the buzzer, too.
Herman with that long three-pointer. I'm surprised how many of those long shots are taken. I mean, that aren't buzzers. That one, he had to shoot it. But a lot of those longer threes are taken now in situations when they don't have to. And I guess just because, you know, your feet are set and it's not much farther, so you know how to dial up that extra little bit of power. There's a foul on the ground. It's going to be called on either Herman or Kocher. It looks like it's going to be called on Herman. Or, sorry, McPherson. And so it's going to be Seaver checking in for Kocher. He has a little bit of a limp, but not too much. Here's Dollar. He has it now guarded by Nakagara. Seaver guarding for 3 was Vile. On the ground, few members of the Rough Riders. Dollar outside. He's going to step back. Won't take the shot, though. Pump fake. And like that, Herman gave his dribble right back. Vale for 3. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound. Can't get that one to drop either from Petrovic.
Over the top, trying to tip it in. Doesn't quite work.
I will say, oh, sorry, that was Vile who tried to tip it back in. Or no, that was Petrovic. I was right first time. Great screen, illegal screen from Schwartz.
I've been seeing a lot of athleticism on Petrovic lately. I mean, over there you just saw him jump over another player to tip it back in. And earlier, I think we saw him do kind of a cool layup. Just barely gets it around.
I will say, though, I mean, he has to finish those. Like, if you are going to make those athletic plays, you've got to be able to finish at a high rate. I'm not saying every time, but you got to finish at a high enough rate to where you are going to be successful at those points, especially at this point of the game. Under 3 minutes left. This one is almost to the point where we can call it over. Not quite, though.
Lead of 23. Let's hope they can cut this down a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit of a closer game.
Yeah, maybe, but they got to start right now with the defensive stop here. And they got to make sure that the Rough Rider, that Beavers aren't going to every single time run out that clock, that game clock way down, because frankly they don't need to. As McPherson fires, can't get that one to drop. Rebound from Dollar. Yeah, that miss does not hurt from the Beavers because they took off 30 seconds off the game clock with that, and frankly that's what you need more at this point than points. Be able to put this one away. 3 from Washington, can't drop. Rebound from Seaver, and McPherson taking this sweet time getting up the court here with under 2 minutes to go now. Down 23, the Rough Riders trying to do anything to get back in this one. Herman has it, though, but this defense is not playing with the efficiency that they need to, get this game right back.
Seems like the Beavers are just slowing down the game a ton and spending most of their time. Makes it. Deep 3, Schwartz.
Barely hit the net at all.
Wow.
Honestly, that was great.
Good make.
And that is going to be a timeout take, and we'll be right back here live on YouTube. 49-23, minute 32 left. I'm Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Wicks.
And we will be right back. .132 left in this final quarter of play. Hassan going to kick this one in for the Rough Riders. Down 26, trying to do anything. Bushmore can't get that one to fall off. The shot attempt was trying to get a foul there. Could not pick one up. And so it's going to be the reserves checking in for the Beavers.
Esty. Dale Esty.
And with that,
Steinbrück there. Number 5.
Stanley trying to drive in now. Outside, pump fakes for 3, gets in. Can't get that one to fall though. Rebound though. Inside. Kicks back out here. Amele.
Trying to work their offense. Not seeing anything. Esty.
The long
doesn't quite make it. They're getting rebounds though.
Cannot fall. And with 35 seconds left, I think we can wrap this one up and officially call it over. This has been a dominating game from the Beavers, and really just time and time again showing their dominance they had. I mean, Coach had a great game. McPherson, I think we can call the MVP of this game. He had an incredible night tonight, along with, he was wearing number 2. Wearing number 3, though, Drew Herman, he also had an amazing game tonight, really, in the rebounding aspect, shooting aspect. He was on fire there for a while in the third quarter. Just worked a lot from long range and did a really great job. So, like, those 3 were the 3 key contributors for Ballard. But overall, great win tonight for the Beavers. That is going to do it here from Phil Lumpkin Court. The Rough Riders had a great season. However, that's going to do it for their season. The Beavers of Ballard, Roosevelt will go home. Ballard continuing their season tomorrow night at Ingram High School. That will not be live on YouTube with Griffin Wicks and Jack Nolan, as they will face the winner of the upcoming game between the O'Day Fighting Irish and Lakeside Lions right here on YouTube. Remember to go over. It is a separate link for the O'Day Lakeside game. It will still be on the O'Day High School YouTube page, though. That being said, I'm Jack Nolan.
I'm Griffin Waits.
Thank you, Griffin, for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
With that, folks, roll on.
Roll Irish.
We will be right back. I guess we can say roll Irish.
We can say roll Irish.
We can say roll Irish.
Roll Irish.